Nikki, and welcome back to Tia and Nikki in Merida. Today, we're going to talk about more than Merida. See, I want you to open up your vision, open up your perspective and your spectrum, because there indeed is a place for you, and it may not be Merida. Merida may be a launching pad, but in any event, this video is about options to get you where you want to go as long as you get up out of that USBS. So stay tuned. It's next. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, my tried and true, and welcome, my new subs. I appreciate y'all. Y'all blowing me out the box. You know I don't know how to act down here in Merida. With all the love, I just want to say I appreciate you. Shout out to the people who are making the journey, who are coming down here, all the consultations. Y'all are serious about this move. So that's why I'm coming to you today with more than Merida, because I want you to open it up. As I said, we got to open up that perspective, open up our positioning, not only for you, but for generations to come, because what you all are doing is pivotal to your whole DNA thread. You are changing the course of history. You are creating new my stories instead of his stories. So let's roll into it. Y'all know I don't waste no time. All right. So more than Merida, a place for you. You know I got my notes. What's up? Okay. So a place for you, and it may not be Merida, and that's okay. Because this whole vision, this mass exodus, if you will, is a sure soul, a will of soul. And people will align with places that gravitationally pull them towards that particular place. I've talked about the vibe here. So some of y'all are landing in other parts of Mexico. Some people are looking at Oaxaca, which I want to visit. I'm going to visit. I've heard great things about Oaxaca. Tulum, Playa del Carmen, Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara. If you haven't seen it, go back and look, and you might see it on your screen, the list of 32 states in Mexico. Do not limit yourself to Merida. However, don't limit yourself to Mexico. How about that? Go check out Halisi and Rick over at Our Black Utopia over there in Portugal. Getting it. There are people everywhere. I've done a couple of videos on groups and how there is a group in Taiwan and a group in Australia and of melanated beings to give you some type of landing pad to help you to cultivate these connections prior to your move. This is the work that we talk about. So let's get into it. I know a lot of you all have a desire to leave right now, and you can't. And it's okay, because these places are not going anywhere. Will they progress? Oh, of course. All things must change. Will the amount to live there increase? Of course, these things happen. However, as you do your research, you'll see that it's nowhere near that American dollar, which is losing momentum these days because of all the shenanigans that's going on in the States. I am courted but disconnected, so I'm seeing things in social media. I don't initially engage, I don't go looking for it, but in my social media, travel, surfing, I do see what's going on. And yeah, it's a terrible thing. Actually, I'm gonna let my man right here talk to you all about it.
80% of African Americans, stop pretending, cannot afford to come to Africa.
Wow, really?
I'm saying they cannot afford. They may want it in their heart, but America has them shoed, have them bootstrapped, tied. Because guess what? They have to pay mortgage every month. They have to pay their car note every month. They have to pay their insurance every month. They can't even watch DSTV unless they pay every month.
Wow.
So how are you going to have money to say, let me go back and learn about my family, my history, my roots from every month? You have to worry about, I got to pay this. I got to pay. When do you get a break to think?
Wow.
But that's the system. This allows me to control you left, right. Because you never have time to stop and say, oh, how do I work on this, or where do I go from here? You don't have that time. when you live in America, most people, if they're being honest, on the first of the month, from the first to about the 20th, 25th of the month is when you finish paying your bills.
Wow. Wow.
You probably got about maybe 5 to 7 days in a month that you can actually think without thinking about paying a bill.
And what he said was the absolute truth. 80% of Americans want to leave, but it's so much bogging you down. It's like they don't even give you room to think. So this is why it's so important to research and look at places that fit with you, your lifestyle, and what you need. And we're going to go into universal health care at the end of this video. It's not going to be a very long video. And talk about some of the options that you guys have, especially for people, and the majority of you all are suffering because of the environment that you're in, because it's so toxic. It's affecting you physically, and the ailments are coming. Living in the U.S. come with side effects. It's some side effects like diabetes, high blood pressure, gout. It's some side effects like PTSD, stress, depression. So, and those things beget the physical ailments, right? So, we're going to open that up at the end as a discussion on universal healthcare and exactly where to find it. I got a video where we're going to go through and look at some things. So, let's move into challenges to relocating and how to handle that. And I would say in talking to you all, the two primary concerns and sometimes challenges that you are facing is income, how to make that money and keep you living at the level of lifestyle that you desire. Now you got to understand that your lifestyle may change when you come to Merida or other places you may live. Like Merida is about minimalism. It's not about things. It's not about how many cars you got and how big your house is, even though there's some big pretty houses here. Or what's in the house, how much furniture and the new name brand. They not rolling like that. Very few people even throw away electronics. They got repair shops. You go get the microwave fixed. You get the phone fixed. You get the TV fixed. We're not buying another one. Electronics are too high. They're expensive. So, it's about services. Here is about services. I'll come to your house and do your feet. The doctor will come, the people will come and take your blood pressure and take your blood and send it to the lab and all of that for a very affordable price. So, let's move into the fact that you don't need as much money as you would need in the States to survive here or in another place of your desired location. So employment, retirement, look at the list of 50 international nomad work from home jobs that I posted. It's also in the link. And start working with, it's 50, y'all. It's 50. It's 50, and I'm sure out of that 50 you can find one or two that you can reach out with. Also, don't forget networking and get into a group with digital nomads. Use Facebook, use WhatsApp, use Instagram, use all your social media to be part of groups so that you can connect with individuals who are actually doing it, and their company might be hiring. My company not hiring. A couple of people reached out. I've been with the guy for a long time. Private practice, but these are companies. So look at that list. Also, for my retirement people, I need you to understand that Generation X is on the cusp of retirement. We're looking at changing strategies now so we don't have to work as hard and as long as the boomers did, right? And my boomers that are listening, I know. This work, that's what the digital eat, work, come home, go to sleep, go back to week. It's 7 days. We want 5 of those. And then go ahead and retire and be old and not do nothing with your life. So we moving away from that as a group and on this channel. That's what we talk about. So use your retirement and look at places where you can maximize your retirement amount. Merida is great. Other states in Mexico are great. of the cities within those states are awesome. Just coming from here, differences like living here and living in Tulum, which is a little bit more expensive versus living in Mexico City, which is like New York. You know what I'm saying? They paying big money because the city is not as hot. Look at the things that you're willing to sacrifice as well. Also, look into businesses. What are you good at? Because you can parlay that off into a business. Get with a partnership is another level. Back to the business ownership. What is it that you do? Do you make something? Can you do something digitally? Write a book. I'm writing a book. Oh, I'm writing a book. I had somebody in my comment section say you should write a book on self-worth because I got a lot at it because I did the work. This didn't just happen. It took years of investing in myself to have this much confidence, years to have this much courage, years to have this much. I used to mental negative self-talk is the destroyer of character. It will take you out, and you cannot say in your mind and out your mouth, because the two most important things in life is what you put in your mouth and what comes out of your mouth. It creates your whole reality. So it is undesirable to think negative thoughts and expect positive outcomes. You got to rewire your thinking. That's why the meditation, what you eat, what you consume, not only visually, but what you eat, what you hear, the music you listen to, is a very high influence on your well-being or your lack thereof. So what are you good at? What can you do? Do you work with your hands? Do you work with your head? Do you work with your heart? What do you do professionally for other companies that you could be doing for yourself? Take a look at that, because there could be a wealth of gold in you, in some self-realization and growth, and also maybe taking a seed and watering it and taking the courses or a class or being in an environment with people that practice what you practice, a like mind, like journey that can help direct your path. So be open to that. And the last thing is also partnering with other people. I got the thread, you got the machine, let's make a dress. Let's get together and figure it out and make parting with other people that can complement what you do or your ideas, or bring some of your ideas to fruition. That's what I did when I did the digital marketing for the government. They tell me what they want and I go find it and make it. That's what I do on my channel. I made the intro. I do the characters, all of that. So all of the things that you have learned from these companies that you have worked with, look at that and apply it to your own business, to your own ideas, to your own philosophy, right? Okay. So actions, and these are actions that are going to propel you. These are challenges on how to relocate. So we're talking about income. We're talking about employment and looking for digital nomad employment if you don't, or having a business, using your retirement, maximizing it depending on where you choose to live, and partnering with other people. Another thing that's going to be a challenge and how to handle it and overcome it is staying connected, staying interested with no distractions towards your goals. It's imperative, because life will throw you a left without you even doing nothing. You go to bed and you good, and you wake up and your leg hurt, and you like, did I run a marathon? Was I kickboxing? I don't know. But when I went to bed, my walking was good. So life will throw you a left sometimes, a left depending on what side of the camera you're on. So be aware of that. We all know that happens. So make an extra effort to stay connected, staying interested. How do you do that? Get in groups, y'all. Connect with people, and then start connecting with individuals within the group. You may leave the group, but you'll leave with some fruit from the group. You would have met somebody, they say, hey, if you in New Zealand, let me know. I'll meet you for some coffee. And you never know what that can develop into. And at minimum, they could maybe show you a tour of the city or direct you to someone who can. Connections, networking. So classes, courses, reading about the history of the place that you're interested in to get a really colorful grasp on the roots Now, this is what I did, and all people don't want to go that far, but I went back to the Battle of Merida. I wanted to know, when did Merida, when was it created? Who came? What happened? Who's Paseo de Mentejo? Who are these people? I know who all the people in America are, by force or not, indoctrination, but here, I have to make a concerted effort to actually look at the history, and it helps me to understand my environment, the culture, and the people. It does. It's beautiful. So, videos, hours of videos from everybody, videos on about where you want to go. I'm telling you, you can look at these videos and people are walking, like I said, they walk in these streets like Cortez, and then you see the neighborhoods and all of the colonials, what we call them here. Go to the Netherlands and look at them do a walking tour. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's cultural. 4K walks. The colors are illuminating. And you will find that the more you do it, it will start to pull you towards it. What's for you will pull you towards it. As you go towards it, it will come towards you. So classes, courses, reading, videos, and groups are some things that will propel you, pardon me, and help you take action, pardon me, to the things or the places that you want to go. So do that. Water. All right. So we covered that. So let's move into the long game. And we can refer back to my man who said 80% of people wanna leave and they just so bogged down with life, living life, not life, living life, that they just can't seem to even get a moment to think about it, to invest even in a thought, none alone an action. So, our action plan, which is what we want to talk about right now. A lot of y'all can't leave right now. I understand, but it's okay. Oh, believe me, it's okay. Because time, pardon me, is on your side. Don't rush, because when you rush, you're going to rush and you're going to do emotional stuff. And we talked about it before. Tia Nikki don't want you to make emotional decisions. We're going to make wise decisions. So, don't rush. Come up with a plan of action. Look at how much you get if you retire early. How close are you? Invest in an IRA so you can make some money faster. Start a business so you can make money faster and you can get some tax write-offs. Dig deep inside of yourself and think, what can I do? Not what can't I do? And oh my God, I'll never get there. And it's too much. No, it's not too much, because I'm telling you, it's a mental, life is a mental game. It's a game. I heard the lady say, it's a game, and the way you control the game is with your mind. So whatever you think, that's what you be. Whatever you think, that's what you're going to do. Whatever you think, that's where you at. If you think you're stuck, you're going to be stuck. If you think you can do it, and you can, and I'm telling you, you can. You can find a way. It may be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. But I'm going to tell you, it will happen. Keep it in your heart. And every day you go to work, y'all, you be like, y'all just don't know. It's just a matter of moments. Look at how fast the last 10 years went. 1992, I feel like that was like, what, a year and a half ago? This is like, 93 was like 30, 40 years. It's crazy. The time is passing so fast. And in the States, it speeds up. It'll be here before you know it. 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, whatever your years is, it'll be here before you know it. However, when that time comes, you don't want to be lagging. You want to be ready to go. You done did your research. You know, I'm going to Amsterdam. I'm going to Europe. I'm going to Taiwan. I'm going to Thailand. Wherever you choose to go, you've already dug, you saw, you made connection. You know people there. I got friends. I visited twice. Because keep in mind, a lot of these countries do have residency programs, just like Merida does, Mexico. We have the nationalization program, which I talked about before. That's been around since 2000 and I believe 18. If you visited twice and you've been in and out of the country, you qualify for the program. Yes, you do. Did you know that? So if you've been here, But see, it's a difference because I came in 2022, so I don't qualify to 2024. People came in 2021, qualified this year, and they got their residency. And there is no income verification. The nationalization program, the information will be in the description. Now, see what I'm saying? You go to Thailand, you visit a couple times, they tell you, oh, you qualify for this program. Or we got this, or we just made this. And you like, I was going to come and all I had to wait was 2 years and now they got the program. Yes, it will work out for you if you believe that it will. Will. Okay? So don't rush. Make an action plan. Be realistic with yourself and work on all the stuff that you feel is preventing you from making that leap. This is the time for you to work on it. Don't take the garbage with you. When you move, you clean before you move and get rid of everything, and then you move your stuff. You don't move all the garbage with you, then try to clean. You got to fix the house. Get in the house and do the work. Okay, so I want to also encourage you to make this change. More than Merida. It's more than that. Expose or increase. Increase and expose yourself to different cultures and locality, and challenge yourself to seek out these places that who knew Merida was here. So as you network, you will find these small towns, villages, areas in different countries that you may find of interest. So locales, even in the States, there are still some places. And I'm sure them people don't want nobody to know. I don't blame them. Where you could go. So this is part of the work. Expose yourself to different cultures, different locales, different places, and that you would have never thought of, and just look at it. Just look at it and check it out. And I think that when you do that and you take a chance and visit some of these non-touristy places, and just check out the city, the people, the vibe, the energy, that you may have a landing pad for better adventures. Now, you may pick a place and say, I like it, and outgrow it. Or you visit somewhere else and you're like, wait, this is way better. This really fits my lifestyle. That might be it. That might be the place for you. It can happen. So visit it. If you can go once every 2 years, visit it. Go in the off season where the flights are cheaper. See, here in the wintertime in the States, it's $1,500 to fly to Merida. $2,000, $3,000. Because all the snow bunnies come and they want to be out of the cold, and they come here because it's beautiful during the winter. Then they go back when it's piping hot, and that's when you come. You come when it's piping hot because you get to see how hot it is and what it feels like, and if you could live here. And you also get the really affordable ticket, round trip, $300, $400. I know y'all spending that on something else, because I would, I know, and invest in that and take it or save it and make the trip. And then finding a place to stay here. Y'all know I'm here. Get the consultation. I can help you with finding somewhere to stay. The longer your girl is here, the more connections I make. So, like I told y'all before, I might not be able to build a house, but I know a guy. And I literally do know a guy. So, do that and explore. When you come here, explore. When you go to Portugal, explore. When you go to Thailand, explore. And I know we have not been taught to explore as a group. We stay out the waters and stuff like that. But times are changing and we're evolving as a group, and you are evolving as a person. And the reason why you can't talk to them people, y'all know the ones I'm talking about, is because you are growing and you've outgrown that space. They know who you used to be. They do not know who you are, and damn sure don't know who you're becoming. You're even like, yeah, I'm becoming. I don't even know I'm riding the road. But whatever it is, you know, will be of great things. Great things. So pick a place that resonates with your soul. That's why I say it's a place for you. Pick a place that resonates with your soul, that has a calling. And once you land there, you know. Look at Africa. Now I'm going to tell you, Ghana and all these places have so many programs that you could come and move. And now a lot of them do want you to give up your citizenship or become dual citizens. And that's cool. That may be for you. Check it out. Very affordable, very melanated, very nice. So visit places that resonate with your soul because it is a calling. And make sure that when you're doing all this research and going these places and going in these groups and you writing down all your information in your tablet and all your stuff, make sure that you keep in mind all of your utility belt. I done told you about the utility belt. Your tools, resources, connections. As you're doing that, also remember to pack patience, persistence, and conviction. Because you can have all the information in the world. I just said it on the last video. Y'all go back and look at it. It's good. You can have all of the tools, the hammer, and all that. But if it's sitting on a tool belt and you're not actually applying it, it does no good. So as you gather these tools and resources and these connections and networking that you've done, all this work, because I know a girl that did it now. She took them reins by the head, and she got in the group and she started reaching out to people. Hi, how you doing? My name. I was wondering, I'm coming down. I was wondering if you'd like to go out for dinner. I was wondering if I could come over and see your place. Oh, how does this work? Oh, this is a nice area. She built relationships, and at the same time, she found out where she was going. She planned it a year ago, worked on it, got a residency while living in the States. Had it. When she came in, she already had it. All it was the footwork then. Connecting, looking, size of town, where to go, what to do, getting in the groups, connecting. I'm telling you, y'all can do this, even if it's over a period of time. Be patient with yourself. Tools, resources, connections, patience, persistence. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep it going laser sharp, right? And conviction. Know that you know that you know. I'm not thinking about I'm leaving. When? Soon. Very soon. Sooner than soon. And you put that out into the universe, and I guarantee you it will come back. So I implore you today to, I got all kind of, wait, let me not get ahead of myself. I implore you to release old patterns, people, places, and perspectives, and even practices that are not conducive to your growth and to your edification as a person, because you got a journey. You're on a journey. So you're going to have to release some of those things because you can't live both lives. You're going to have to pick which life you want. Now, you can bring some of the things from the former, but it is all anew. And it's all about you. So, now, universal health care. Universal health care. This is a big one. Because, we coming from the U.S. with the diabetes and the blood pressure. I told y'all before, my mom was on 4 medications. She's on 1 every other day. Because the food is healthy, the sunlight is healthy, the environment is healthy, people, no stress. She living her best life, y'all. I walk in there in a casita sometime. I see her sitting there just eating crackers and peanut butter and looking at TV, and it does my heart good. She got a smile on her face. So she's happy. And happiness is healing. Yes. So universal health care. Let's move into it now. Okay, kiddios, let's move into the universal health part of countries that have universal health care. Amazing. So, I got this from Wikipedia. If you want to use another source to verify this information, I encourage you to do so. Pardon me. So first, Africa. And we'll be going by countries, and then they have individual cities broken down under here for you to research. So here's your homework for laying in the bed tonight. Africa, Rwanda, Asia, including China, Hong Kong, India, Indonesia. Now, again, these are countries that have universal health care. Indonesia, Israel, Japan, Kuwait, Malaysia, Pakistan, Singapore. And please feel free to pause the screen, and the link will be in the description to this exact page. So we have Europe here, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech, Finland, and so on. And also take time to read through how these universal healthcare programs were initiated and what it exactly covers, because there is a bit of a surprise here at the end of this list. So Greece, Iceland, Ireland, Italy. The list goes on and on. Now, I'm interested in the Netherlands. I would really like to visit Amsterdam. My mother went when she was in her 20s. And so this is a comprehensive breakdown of what their universal healthcare system looks like. Norway, Portugal. Go over there and visit Halisi and Rick over at Our Black Utopia. Spain, Switzerland, United Kingdom, England. If you would just notice here that they have had the National Health Service Act since 1946, and the healthcare in England has been on since 1948. Here we are in 2023, and we still do not have it. In the U.S., healthcare is crazy. So I'm looking at this Isle of Man, Crown Dependencies. See, the search is far and wide. So again, don't limit yourself. Canada, as we all know, because that's the closest to us, which I thought about going to, but the weather definitely threw me off, and the lack of diversity. Costa Rica, Cuba. Now check this out about Mexico. And I learned something today. They have had United Healthcare, honey, and since January the 1st, 2020. But let me tell you, it's only for citizens. So read through this breakdown of Mexican. You have to have citizenship. And as we discussed it before, you do not want to abate your citizenship from the U.S. because that's where your retirement and all of your services are from all that work you put in. So South America, and the list goes on. Colombia, Peru, Oceania. Y'all know I mess up words. Oceania, Australia, New Zealand, and also see health systems by country, and a list of countries by health insurance coverage. How about that? Catch me outside. So this is a list of health insurance coverage. The table lists percentage of total population covered by total public and primary health care insurance, or health insurance, by governmental social health insurance, and by primary private health insurance, including 34 members of the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development. So here's another breakdown. So this is what we talk about when we talk about the work. Doing this work and seeing which of these countries kind of beckon to you to just take a visit. Even if it's an online YouTube visit, there are people that do walk through cities. I've been to Greece and everything on YouTube. And also they do, what's the thing? It flies. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They do that too. Yes. So you can see an aerial view of the city. Wherever you are looking, I'm telling you, people are on the ground, just like Cortez is on the ground here. People are on the ground showing you the neighborhoods in these different states and the different cities in the states of the countries that you all want to go to or have interest in. So check that out. Okay, so now y'all know you have I gave you the groundwork. You got the groundwork. So go in, look at these places, read about it. Like I said, if you don't like Wikipedia, pick a website that you like or the library or however you research. And lay in your bed at night and scroll and look at some of these places and put a little asterisk about it, by it. And say, this place looks interesting. Looks like my type of people. Go in and look at videos on YouTube. Is somebody there walking that city? 4K, so you can really see the shops, the people, the whole environment, and also other places to find videos, not just YouTube, but try TikTok as well. TikTok has a lot of videos of people in these places, and to me, it's more personable. It's not so pretty. That's what I liked about looking at the videos with Cortez, because he wasn't showing me all the pretty. He was showing me neighborhoods, food establishments, his interaction with the people and the culture. And that is what really drew me in, is because I could see it. And I can not only see it, I can see myself in it. Yes. So that's it for today, guys. I think you got enough homework to do. This is homework. I'm going to give you homework from now on, so that you all can put in, because I keep telling you do the work. And you're like, well, what is the work? Damn, nigga, what the work, what I'm doing? I'm looking at you. Well, the work is more than looking at me. And the work is more than Merida. And remember, if you haven't gone back, look at the previous video about transition to Merida, where we talk about researching, and we talk about the culture, and we talk about language and food and nutrition. We talk about relocation and isolation, and what that looks like here, and how it really doesn't serve you, because there's so much to be had here. Communication and resources, and also building relationships. So go back and look at the transition to Merida if this is indeed your desired location, and it will give you some insight on moving to Merida specifically, and my experience with that. Also, there are other videos on Merida. Go and look at Little Broad and Thrive with Cortez, where they actually, like I said, have the aerial views with the drones, of the word I've been trying to think of forever. Drone coverage of all these different places, so you can see it from up top. Before I came here, I was quite interested in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I think New Mexico hit an algorithm in YouTube that brought me to Merida. So look at New Mexico, very affordable as you begin to move west. I looked at Phoenix. I went all over the U.S. looking for somewhere to move, and ended up out of the U.S. because, to be honest, I was priced out of the U.S. I wasn't just priced out of the area I lived in, the city or the state. I was priced out of the whole country, because I'm not killing myself to give y'all this money. And I don't get to do nothing but eat and go to sleep. No. And got to go into a budget if I want to go. And then the food that child, y'all already know what it is. We ain't going to go down that endless rabbit hole. So, just to go back over today we went through more than Merida, a place for you, because there indeed is your desire to leave, but can't, and what that looks like, and the challenges to relocating, and what you can do about it, how you can handle it. So we went through actions to propel you to the next level. We also looked at the long game and playing it, baby, because the long game is a smart game. We're not making emotional decisions, right? No, we're making wise decisions, thought out precision decisions to make this move a reality. Exposing ourselves to diverse and multiculturals, and being open to that, being open to the language, the culture, nutrition, which is so much better abroad anyway. We're open to doing our work, and we're going to research, and we're going to look at videos and drone coverage while we have a cup of coffee or a beer or wine. And we're going to really put some work into this, because this is important, because you're important. And it's all about you and your life and living it to the fullest, So this is not a decision that I regret. If I had to do it, I'd do it all over again. Yes, I would. I would do it all over again. And I want to encourage you to make that move. So, That's it for today, guys. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the love. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for keeping me abreast of your progress. If you need a consultation, get at your girl. I've been rebranding, so my website will be updated next week along with some prices and some added materials. So I got coming at you guys. You know, I talk about always documenting your journey so you can look back and go, I've come a long way and I've made a lot of progress. I've not only come a long way, but I put in the work and I can see it. It's documented and I can give it to my kids. Or if I get depressed or down, I can go back and look at it and it'll encourage you to continue to be persistent and consistent. So next week, all go well. I'm trying to finish it up. I got a travel journey coming at you. A travel journal coming at you. Black Girl Travel Journal coming at you. It's completed. It's ready. It will be in digital format, so you can download it to your iPad or your notepad or your whatever pad you need. And it also has exercises in it. This is most important. This is not just you writing. I'm going to challenge your growth. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. That's what I'm here for, because I know you can do it. So these journals, I got about 4 coming out at you. I'm working on a book and also a workbook so you can work through some of these emotions and thoughts and kind of compartmentalize what's important. And I feel deep in my heart, once you clear out the garbage, the distractions, and get focused on what you want for you, you in there. It's a mindset. It starts right here. It starts in your head and it ends in your heart. Whatever you're trying to do, wherever you're trying to go, you can do it. So, I think that's all I got for you guys. Take the course, get a consultation, get you some resources, get your tool belt ready, because you're on this journey, and I'm so proud of all of y'all. I'm proud of whether you subscribed or not. This is for my non-subscribers. I appreciate you looking at my content. I appreciate everything that you're doing to make that change and apply some type of significant and drastic shift. It's getting shifty. Things are getting shifty, and it's time for a shift. Things are shifting around you, and you're not a victim. You are indeed a victor, and you can do this. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Put your blinders on. Go in your own time. You know, I'm retiring in 5 years. I'm retiring in 7 years. This is what I want to do. And in the meantime, I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to stay focused on what I want to do. I'm going to visit some of the places that draw me into it. And I'm going to pick somewhere other than here to retire. Because even you retire, you still got stress of living there. You still got bad food and sometimes bad people. So I'm going to tell you, go to a place that will accept you for you. And I want to let you know that twerking, drinking a 40, and rap music is not black culture. It's not. It's American culture. It's not. It's not. It's traditional, Thanksgiving and things. But I really think that there's a disconnect from what culture really is and what it looks like. So being here in Merida, I've experienced such a saturation of culture. I feel very privileged to be part of it and to be accepted by it. And since I don't have none of my own, because I don't have that, I lost that. And even though I read about it and I know about it, it's an inner identifying with it on a local living level that there's a lack thereof. So here, I've embraced the culture and it is rich. And I'll show you what the difference is, and I will leave you with that. So I'll be coming at y'all on every Sunday. I changed my days because Sunday's a chill day, and I feel like you don't have to worry about work today. It's just me and you. So I will see you all next Sunday. Don't go nowhere, and check out this video. Mexican culture, what that looks like. And I hope that you not only see it, but you also feel it. So until next time, peace.